Hello, YouTube. I'm going to do a light review of the SKIL Power Core 12 volt circular saw. And I guess technically you can call this a SKIL saw, truthfully, because it's made by SKIL and it's a saw, whatever. But I bought this saw to do some light work. It's not a contractor grade. It's a do-it-yourself grade for occasional projects. Now there's different choices on the market. There's DeWalt and Milwaukee, Cobalt, several others. This was the cheapest one, cheapest name brand, cordless, brushless, compact saw that I could find. It had pretty decent reviews, so that's why I got it. It comes with a 4 amp 12 volt battery, and I used it a little yesterday on some treated lumber, 12 by 2 piece of very wet treated lumber, and it just breezed right through it. So I was really impressed with that. Some things I like about it is the weight, of course. It feels good. The grip feels very good. There's tool storage to change the blade. And it's amazingly quiet. Deceptively so, because you don't hear that engine spinning up and you think it's not very powerful, but it is. And it's very quiet. That's a really nice thing. The color is kind of a dull red. It's close to the Milwaukee color. It's not as bright as the Craftsman. It's not bright blue or safety yellow. It's just kind of blah red, but that's okay. I thought this was metal, but this shroud is actually plastic. That's okay. It's pretty tough and cuts down on the weight. The blade is very sharp that come with it, but it's also very thin, so it's very easy to get off the line. But on the plus side, you can cut curves really easy with it. So what I'm going to do is cut some triangles here. These triangles are going to be supports for shelves, and I'm just going to cut 2 for the video. But I'm always bothered when somebody brings in a nice piece of lumber and completely destroys it to demonstrate a tool, because lumber is expensive, and that's why I didn't go with the other brands, is because I don't have the money for it. But this is really powerful saw, and surprisingly, and it really pumps the dust out here. It has an adapter that goes here that you can connect to a vacuum cleaner. The height adjustment is a lever instead of a screw, which is nice. It has a guide. The negative things about it, is I had to align the plate. Out of the box, it wasn't aligned. And has a stamped steel plate, but that's okay. This alignment right here is all the way on the inside of that gouge to be online, so that's a little off. There's nothing I can do about that. It's just line it up with the inside of that gouge to be on the cut line. Aside from that, I really like it. It's really light, and it's deceptively powerful for 12 volts. Now on the downside with that, I made about 20 cuts yesterday and it went from 4 bars to 3 bars. So I don't know if that's good or bad. So I got 3 bars on this. Oh yeah, the one thing I really like about it is it has a USB slot, and the charger has a USB slot. So if you want to hook a tablet up to it or a phone, you can. You can charge your phone or your tablet. The one thing they say don't do is hook the USB to the battery while the battery's on the charger. So that's easy enough. We just don't do that. But when it's off the charger, that's fine. And that's a good backup power supply for a camera, a cell phone, tablet. That's a great idea. And that's what sold me right there. That USB. This little rubber tab there you pull back. USB power supply. That's what sold me. All right, let's make a cut. I'm going to try to cut these. I'm going to try to cut this one without a guide, and I'm going to try to cut this one with a guide. So let's see what happens. Okay, so not super fast, not on 3 bars, but that's all I needed to do. Now let's see if I can do this with a guide. There you go. See, like I said about it being deceptively quiet. And overall, I highly recommend this unless you have the money to get a Makita. Get the Makita if you have the money. Anyway, that is my Lite review of the SKIL 12 volt 5.5 inch circular saw. And you can get these at Lowe's, but there's only probably 1 in stock at every Lowe's. So I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, that's all. Have a good day. Bye bye.